year. If you have worked, top of the second, men on first. Brandon Lyon facing Damian Easley. And that's going to be a double. Tony Clark kind of gimpy. Randall Simon almost catches up to him. He has to stop at third to Simon. Tony Clark scores. It's 1-0 Tigers. Same in the bottom of the fourth. Shannon Stewart on first. Jeff Weaver with Carlos Delgado. And Roger Cedeno can't play it properly. Stewart scores. Delgado goes to third, credited with a triple. His 472nd extra base hit that passes George Bell for the Blue Jays all-time record. Next guy, Raul Mondesi. Grounds to third. Jose Macias can't quite get it. Delgado scores easily. 2-1 Toronto. Jeff Weaver's had a tough year. Not happy. His pitching coach, Dan Worthen, comes out. And Weaver perhaps still thinking about his bad string of luck. Worthen thinking about his young gun getting out of the jam. And Weaver does not do it because the very next batter is Brad Fulmer. Oh, he just hammers that one.
You know, Pam, Weaver has tremendous stuff, but he tends to get a little frustrated when things don't go well, and he's been frustrated an awful lot in his career with the Tigers. And once he gets past that, he's going to be a better pitcher than he is today, and he's still pretty good.
Yeah, they lost 3-1 to Detroit.
Blue Jays, Darren Fletcher against Sterling Hitchcock. Fletcher fouls it off, but Enrique Wilson, this is tight. Wilson at the only RBI you've seen is near perfecto. More smooth Yankee defense. Felipe Lopez facing Hitchcock. Fly ball to right. Shane Spencer. Y'all got to give me that. Shane, one of 3 Yankees to have multi-hit games in this one. In the 8th, New York down 5-3. Enrique Wilson. Enrique Suave. Spencer and Soriano score. Wilson has 8 RBI this year. 3 of them have come in a span of about 14 hours. That ties the game at 5. Top 9, Billy Koch struggling. Walks the first batter, Derek Jeter. Then walks David Justice next. Next up, Shane Spencer. And Koch plunks him to load the bases with no outs. Next batter, Alfonso Soriano. As smooth as Jill Scott, as diverse as a Michael Phillips saxophone joint. Soriano 2 for 5, 64 RBI this year. Yanks their first lead of the game at 7-5. Next batter, Jorge Posada. Koch gets Posada looking. Posada, Andy Fletcher, the ump, get into it. Posada, tossed, has to be restrained. Posada said later, I didn't spit on him. If I spit when I was talking, I didn't intend to do that. Bottom 9 runners at first and second. 2 outs for Darren Fletcher facing Ramiro Mendoza. Fletcher could have been arrested for loitering. Mendoza, 6 saves and 6 chances. Yankees win at 7-5. Yankees win the game, and they may lose Jorge for a few games after his outburst. He could get suspended. Said Posada, who appeared to bump home plate umpire Andy Fletcher. Quote, there's a history behind it. I overreacted.
School the Jays. Jorge Posada feeling much shame. Andy Fletcher umping at third. No confrontation, which is good. Top first, Derek Jeter grounds to second. Grimace is reaching first. Leave with some tightness in his left hamstring, just as a precaution. Bottom first, Jose Cruz Jr. He's not going to have to run full speed. Gets to Andy Pettit for his 27th, 9th homer against the Yanks this year. 1-zip Jays. Top 3, 5-0. Chris Carpenter cheeses O'Neill, and O'Neill, he's steamed. Carpenter, a career-high 12 Ks. Bottom 4, Jays up 7-0. Felipe Lopez off Ted Lilly. It's a 2-run shot. Lopez had 2 homers in the game. Jays up 9-0, and now they're going to add to it. Bottom 7. Bases are chucked for fan favorite Tony Fernandez, who's in his 46th different stint with the Blue Jays, and he gets the money ball from Lilly. The 2nd pinch hit grand slam in the history of the Toronto franchise. 3rd career slam for Fernandez. Jays up 13-0. Top 8. That's Eric Almonte up for the Yanks. That's right, the rookie, first major league at bat, singles to left. Nice job of pinch hitting. The Yanks, though, still go down 14-0. Second shutout of the season for Chris Carpenter. Lopez, career-high 5 RBIs. And
this is loaded. 1 out for Darren Fletcher. Fletcher grounds to the 6-4-3 double play. Yankees trying to win their 19th straight start by Clemens, which would tie the 2nd-best single-season streak in history. Top 6, David Justice. Oh, yeah. 18th shot of the year, 2-run job. 3rd homer in 6 games at the Sky Dome this year. Yankees up 3-zip. Bottom 7, same score. Yankees getting some love with the glove. Randy Velarde. Come on, D. Fletcher. Flex harder than that. Velarde also had a 17th double of the year in this game. Watch it again. Playing third base, he fielded in front of Enrique Wilson playing short. Bottom 8, Yankees up 4-zip. Clemens, shutout facing Alex Gonzalez. Aye, Papi, I did not know you could do it like that. 14th homer for Gonzalez, 3rd homer in 31 career bats against the Rockets. Still, he left the game with a chance to win, Rocket did. Bottom 9, 1 on, 2 out. Yankee killer Jose Cruz Jr. has got 9 jacks against the Yankees this year. Cruz a switch hitter, but hitting righty against the righty. Mariano Rivera flied out to end the game. He was hitting righty because no lefty had homered off Rivera all.
And Tigers, bottom 5, 22-year-old rookie Brandon Lyon rings up Shane Halter. Lyon went 7 1/3, allowed just 6 hits. He's won 4 straight starts. Top 8, 1-1. Carlos Delgado singles. Alex Gonzalez gets waved in, and the Blue Jays win 2-1. Jose Lima, the Tiger starter, 1-5 in his last 7 starts. Thanks for playing.
Keith Murray, where have you been? Looking for his first win of the year. We got icy weather in Detroit. But after the rain delay, Jose Macias, great diving catch. 2 outs. Josh Phelps, Murray strikes him out. The game now official. Then the rains came again. Tiger fans allowed to run onto the field to help get the tarp on the field. Now that is being fan-friendly. Grounds crew had to use vacuum cleaners to get the puddles off the infield. Buck Martinez checking things out. Top 7, Tony Fernandez, Damian Easley. Great effort, stepping on the bag, and records the double play. Bottom 7.
Squares to bunt.
Cordona bunting. Esteban Loaiza picks it up. Issue.
Oh.
1 run comes in. It's got to be the field, right, Rob?
Hey, he threw a mud ball to first base. That wasn't really the baseball.
Now Macias is squeeze. No one covering first.
Oh, he fell in the quicksand. See, he's right there.
Run scores 4-1, and now Darren Fletcher, Matt Anderson strikes him out, and the Tigers win it by the final score of 4-3. Heath Murray, first win in more than 4 years, first start of the season. Gave up 2 runs in 5 innings, taking over for the injured Mark Redmond.
On a full count pitch, right back at you. Good play by the pitcher to start a 1-6-3 double play. Threat's over. Good throw. Pitcher to a covering shortstop on a double play is one of the most difficult throws, isn't it?
Well, if they talk about it prior to, it works out pretty good, but you're right, it's a very difficult play.
Look at Alex Gonzalez.
That's pretty difficult, too.
Damian Easley can get down there. From a web gem to a wet gem. HR, 2 hours and 8 minutes of mess. The outfield wall, it leaked. Bottom 7, though, it's all dry for Tony Clark. Hard onto the ground, 6-4-3, double play. A run comes in. It's 5-3 Toronto. Bottom 9, 6-3, 2-1, nobody out. Billy Koch facing Tony Clark. It's raining again. Dale Scott says forget about it.
Dale Scott was hoping that Oregon Ducks were on TV to go in and watch the game, but they won yesterday against Utah, 24-10.
Clark 0 for 4, 6 left on base. Harold will be doing...
Blue Jays in Toronto. Bagpipes played in tribute to those fallen in the attack in America, and Blue Jays manager Buck Martinez, an American in Canada. During the game, Cal Ripken stands in the on-deck circle, had his little number 8 in there, and guess what? In the batter's box, not bad either in the top of the 8th. His team down 5-4, his 13th homer, ties things up at 5. Bottom 8 still tied at 5, 2 on, 2 out, and Alex Gonzalez, a solo shot in the first, a 3-run homer in the 8th. Numbers 15 and 16, that's a new career high, and the Blue Jays win it by a count of 8-5.
A man on for Shannon Stewart. Cal Ripken Jr. robbing him of a hit. Game still tied, but the story of the game was Roy Halladay. He gets Cal swinging. Blue Jays were up 3-1 in the 5th, and Halladay getting Gill swinging. Next batter, Larry Bigby against Halladay. Roy Halladay goes 7, striking out a career high 11. At one stretch, he retired 14 straight batters. Halladay has allowed 3 earned runs or fewer in 12 of his 13 starts this year. Orioles, by the way, on its longest losing streak since a 10-game skid.
Final game at Sky Dome. Throwing out the first pitch to Tony Fernandez. A little bit inside. Major League Baseball ordering 3 scorecards for Cal's farewell tour. Tony Batista, one-time Blue Jay, 3-run home run here in the top of the 7th. Baltimore takes a 7-5 lead. 23rd home run for Batista. Top 8. It's Cal Ripken. Fair ball. Jeff Conine comes in. Ripken with an RBI double. Wife and son excited about that. O's win at 12-6, snapping a 10-game losing streak. That was their worst run. Hall, and there it goes, his 3rd of the year, 3-run home run. D-Rays up 6-4, and Brian, your dad gets a win tonight, 7-4. Shannon Stewart 3 for 4 in the loss for Toronto. Brian Ricard Finally getting his second win for Tampa Bay.
Playing the Blue Jays. Top 6, 7-7. Pascal Coco gets Chris Gomez. Top 7, Toby Hall facing Pascal Coco. 3 shutout innings of relief for Coco. Top 9, Rays down 8-7. Billy Koch facing Steve Cox. And Billy Koch gets his career-high 34th save, but he said after the game they've all been ugly. He has struggled somewhat. First Major League win for Coco.
James. Indians down 1-0. Robbie Alomar got it. Takes Billy Koch deep and gone to tie the game at 1 solo shot, 20th of the season, 3rd career 20 home run season for Robbie. Top 11 still tied at 1 for Raul Mondesi. Takes Danny Baez deep and gone. 2-run shot. Jays go up 3-1. It's 3-2, bottom of the 11th. Alomar grounds to third. Felipe Lopez gets him out, and the Jays win 3-2. Indians' magic number remains 6 with 11 to play. Buck Martinez got to like what he's seen out of Roy Halladay coming down the stretch, coming off a career-high 11 strikeout game against Baltimore. He retired the first 16 batters in this game. Hasn't given up a run in 12 and a third innings.
Grady Little, acting manager, Charlie Manuel back in the hospital. Possible infection. Remember a couple of weeks ago he had that abdominal surgery. Shannon Stewart to right. Homer scores easily. This is wild. Einar Diaz tries to trip him. If you're coming home and someone sticks his leg out, you're going to be fired up, aren't you?
Especially after you get spiked in the leg, and that's what Jose Cruz Jr. was pretty upset about.
6-4 Toronto. Kenny Lofton with the bases loaded delivers. Bobby File gets taken into right. Branyan scores. Cabrera scores.
Throw comes into second. 3 runs.
I mean, how do you play 3 and then have a cutoff from second by the pitcher?
Well, they were running on the play, and then that was actually Delgado that they threw the missile back at his head and cut that off.
Back here on Baseball Tonight, Blue Jays and Devil Rays. You wonder who could make this Tampa Bay's first home game in 25 days. Buck Martinez, Hal McRae paying their respects to the victims in the atrocities in New York City and Washington and Pennsylvania and the ball game itself. Carlos Delgado has been cold in September.
That's his first home run in September. He only had 2 in September last year, but that one was worth 2, Mike.
Wow. Ben Grieve, running grab, sends a possible Blue Jay run. The bottom of the 8th, bases loaded. Jared Sandberg rips that down the line. He got 2 runs scoring. Jose Guillen coming in, and he's in as well. Devil Rays, they win this one 5-1. Again,
Eliza and Rick Bauer, bottom 1. No score, men on first and second. Eliza freezes Chris Richard. Then Rick and do you like to punch him out or ring him up? Rick now over his last 22. Top 3, Rick Bauer. It's Shannon Stewart swinging for the 2nd time in the game, later in the 3rd. With the runner on 3rd, Raul Mondesi. 4 Ks over 7 for Bauer. Top 6, no score, Jose Cruz Jr. Bauer didn't strike out everybody. Cruz, number 31, matches his career highs that last year. It was Bauer's only mistake. It's 1-0 Jays. In his Major League debut, top 9, Tim Raines Jr. on as the defensive replacement in center field. Second batter in the 9th, Felipe Lopez. And Raines is there. Did not bat in the bottom half of the frame. Still 1-0 when we got bottom 9. Billy Koch gets Chris Richard again, and then it's Ripken again. Oh, nasty, filthy bender. Ripken was 0 for 4, struck out a couple of times, had a couple of throwing errors, and Jays win it 1-0. Ripken.
Ash failed to do. That's why Tuesday the Toronto Blue Jays fired him as the club's general manager. It was a great job when Ash took it. The Jays were coming off back-to-back World Series titles under then GM Pat Gillick. Oh, just in case you're wondering, Toronto's opening day payroll was 10th highest in the majors. Jays in Baltimore. The number 8 cut into the grass in honor of course, Cal Ripken Jr. trying to break out of a horrendous slump. Homer Bush doesn't help him with that throw at first, getting Cal out. Still no score. Top of the 4th, Sean Douglas on the mound facing Felipe Lopez. Lopez up the middle, Tim Raines Jr. That's a sweet catch. 22-year-old Tim Raines Jr. up from AAA Rochester. Runners on first and second for Cal Ripken. To 3rd, Lopez robbing Cal of a hit. Double play as he throws to second. Cal 0 for 4, 0 for 29 hitless streak. Bases loaded, bottom 9, game tied. Pedro Borbon Jr. pitching to Brady Anderson. Brady walks. Tim Raines Jr. would score the game-winning run. The Orioles win it. Tim Raines Jr. led off the ninth with his first major league hit. It was a double off loser Matthew DeWitt. Jeff Conine chipped in with 2 hits, including an RBI single in the third that snapped Baltimore's string of 20 straight scoreless innings. One more note, Jose Cruz Jr. became the 6th Blue Jay ever to homer in 4 straight games.
91, bottom first. Tim Raines is on third. Tim Raines Jr. Jeff Conine, little sac fly. Jr. tagging, scoring. Got Dad's wheels. Orioles up 1-0, and there's Dad to congratulate Jr. All right, we got the same DNA. Bottom 7th, Jr. on second. Raines Sr. out to pinch hit. Shoots it the other way. Here. Senior 0 for 1, but did have a sac fly to drive in a run. Jr. would later score to give the O's a 5-4 lead. They could not hold. They lost 7-6. The Raines men finish a combined 2 for 5. Jr. scored 3 times and swiped his first big league bag. So he's now just 807 behind dear old Dad.
Cruz came home on a 3-run triple by Felipe Lopez. Curveball belted left field, hit a ton, got a chance. Back goes Lofton, back, and there she goes. A grand slam for Jose Cruz.
Here's a pitch. Swung on. There's a fly ball right center field. Hit pretty good. Latham back at the track. He outran the baseball to make the catch. Wasn't that a great catch?
Sure was. Ball was hit. It had gap on it all the way. Doc finishes up the complete game. What a ball game for Doc to finish up on this note.
Indians, Jays.
His final tune-up.
Exactly. CC Sabathia looking like a man who's possessed.
He has been incredible for them. What a jewel that's come through the farm system.
Breaking ball. Another one. Delgado.
Good
break. He had 5 Ks in 5 innings. Top 5, down 1 zip. Russell Branyan. Respect the Bing. Oh my word, that's upper deck. His 20th. Pretty good weapon off the bench. After a Milton Bradley double, Eddie Toppins comes up. He always does after a Milton Bradley double. It's part of the game. Indians go up 2-1 as Bradley comes in to score.
And it's up the line.
Tony Fernandez pinch hitting. Final game of the Sky Dome. Hats off.
Tony Fernandez.
Will Cordero, he'll do it himself.
In his prime, one of the greatest.
Yes, indeed.
Finishes off his 17-year career. You couldn't get him out, and he caught everything. John Rocker on the face, Delgado, filthy. Important for John Rocker. Picks up his 4th save, pitched well out of the bullpen. They got a very good start from Sabathia, 1 earned.